But also, what is nice about YouTube is that you can monetize it. So when the cloud comes of people speaking bad about you, why don't you just rather make money out of it? Respond here on a monetized video. Make money out of your response. Why not? That's why for me, I kind of felt, let me also take a page out of Chris Rock's book, who did not respond about Will Smith's slap immediately. He basically kept quiet, I think, the most of last year, if not the whole of last year, up until he monetized his response on a comedy special. And then obviously when it trends, people come back to watch the special. Then he's monetized.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today let's dive into the explosive controversy surrounding DJ Sbu, TK Records, and the shocking allegations that have taken the internet by storm. Strap in, because this is going to be one controversy you won't want to miss. We've seen all your comments in the comment section, your concerns, so we're all addressing it here in a video after DJ Sbu has gone to his platforms. And let me just say, that was a brilliant move from DJ Sbu. As a marketing geek myself, I see what he did there. He totally went on his monetized YouTube channel and responded the allegations around Zahara and Zahara's money. In light of her passing, the conversation seemed to have come back to the forefront yet again and was trending a lot on X, formerly Twitter. So Mzansi, let's dive right into it.
All have got all sorts of different opinions to be said. But to give you comfort, we've always believed in sticking to our agreement with anybody that we work with and making sure that we do right by the law, we do right by our contracts. And we've done some amazing work together. We've created history together, from the first album, the second album, the DVD, the live album, the third album, all the way up to me moving on and going to start more fire. I was very happy that even when we were parting ways, when I was leaving the music industry in 2012, 2013, Bulela was doing really, really well. She had an incredible career. And it's sad that, we are where we are right now. May your soul rest in peace. I'll forever miss you, but I appreciate the time that we've had together. And to the family, I love you guys. Ngiyanithanda kakhulu. Namhlanje namanje inhliziyo yami ibuhlungu kakhulu. My heart is sore. I cared for Bulelo like my younger sister. She was like family to us. That's why when she came to Joburg, she stayed with the Ngizas for the whole year. She was mentored. That project, guys, you don't understand how much work went into how much work goes into making an artist. And we did all of the right things that are supposed to be done. And we did an extraordinary deal to make sure that she's got a deal that favors her. But I know people don't know all those things out there. And they actually don't know that in the type of deal that we did, she made more than the record company. But people don't know such things, right? And obviously, a lot of the time you end up being the villain, even though you did a great job in changing someone's life and pouring onto them and making sure they become their fullest, best potential. Eventually, sometimes, at the end of the day, you end up being the villain, and it's understandably so. But with that being said, I just wanted to do this video and just bid my sister farewell.
So DJ Sbu and TK Records have been making headlines lately, but not for the right reasons. Rumors and allegations have surfaced suggesting that they might have not paid Zahara fairly, or even more disturbingly, took advantage of her when they first discovered and signed her. So in this clip that I just shared, that's where you hear DJ Sbu expressing very passionately, if I might add, what actually went down, how the contracts were structured, how they took her in, and she stayed with the Ngizas for a year, where they were actually mentoring her, and that everything was done above board. This is DJ Sbu in his own words, and he literally says, I cared for Ubulelwa like my young sister. So comment down below, so far, what are your thoughts on what DJ Sbu has shared? He also mentions that they were mentoring her and that they did everything the right way. And the type of deal that she ended up with is that we don't even know about it, and she didn't speak about it. But the type of deal that she actually went into, that they negotiated for her, was actually an extraordinary deal that favored her. I'm going to pause and repeat that. It was an extraordinary deal that favored her. And in the sense that Zahara actually made more money than the record label. Again, full disclosure, I imagine that he's never going to share those amounts with us. I feel that the family is well aware of it, which is why you see Sbu right here in the family home, in Ubulelo's home, during the memorial service, that he's present, and he's not like he's hiding. He's publicly addressing this over and over again. Is it time that we put the DJ Sbu and the TK Records issue to rest, as Zahara is also not here to continue fighting for those answers or speaking for herself? Your thoughts in the comment section down below. Before we continue with the rest of the clip, let's go ahead. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bells, and let's jump right back to the video.
And to also say, South Africans, I hear you, I've heard you, I love you still, I'll never be mad at you, and I will always listen to you. But one thing I'll never do to you is to steal from you. One thing I'll never do is to steal from anyone. I'm a hard worker. I'm blessed. I've got an anointing. Every time anybody that I work with, most of the people I've worked with in the past, go check the track record and the history. They eventually become successful. Others even bigger than me. But till today, I've never taken a single cent from anyone. And it hurts my family to think with other people out there, they're calling you out to be a criminal when you've just been the opposite. You've been a giver of life. You've been an empowerer, an inspirator, a motivator, an encourager, a bigger brother, a cousin, a leader to other children. That's all I've been in my career. It doesn't matter what other people say out there. The facts are there. History is there. The contracts are there. My work speaks for itself. But if I have to be dragged, if I have to be disciplined, if I have to be criticized, if I have to be cancelled, so be it. But uNkulunkulu wazimpendulo. Go ask somebody that understands the music industry to make you understand that it's not what you think it is. It's not what you think it is all of the time. Or younger artists or people that are getting into the game, I say, guys, get a good lawyer, get a good accountant. Don't get into tax issues. Don't sign the wrong contracts. Sign the right contracts. Consult with legal people. Get good advice. And that's exactly what we made sure we do with Ubulelo. We made sure we advise her accordingly. She owns her own music. She owns her own publishing. We even did such an extraordinary deal, that the type of deal we did with Universal. Universal pays her directly, not even to us as an independent label who signed her, what we're supposed to be paying her. But we're like, actually, let's just do it such that the major pays her direct, including her publishing company, Share Music, has been paying her directly all these years. So all of the claims and accusations and all the stories that you're hearing out there, sometimes, people like me, we take it like a pinch of salt. But the sad thing is that anything that is out there, the public is usually easy to accept whatever is out there. And most of the information is false and it's not true. And it ends up dividing us. It ends up turning us against one another. But the comfort you can get is that we will continue to stick by our side of the contract, even after her passing. We will make sure that we do right by her family. That is my message to you. I love you guys. Look after yourselves. I will never stop doing what I'm doing, even though sometimes it's a thankless job. Sometimes you're looked at as a villain. Sometimes people forget that you're also a human being. You got your own family. You got people that like you or that love you too. And then, you guys will drag us, and you guys sometimes become very, very harsh. Even though you're somebody like me who's been at this thing for many years and you're strong, but I've got children, I've got a family, I've got people who love me, and that affects them too. And I didn't want to do this video, but I have to do this video for the sake of all of those that love me, and all of those that love me. And maybe they might have been in a position where they are sort of disappointed with how Sibusiso. Sikuthembe kangaka, sikuthanda kangaka, awubhuti Sibusiso bhuti wethu. Sikuthembe kangaka, ungasidisappointa kangaka. Ngicela ukunitshela ukuthi angeke ngikwenze konke lokho. Engizoqhubeka ukukwenza umsebenzi kaNkulunkulu, to make sure that I continue helping you, empowering you, pouring onto your lives so you can become your best selves you can be. Go ask others that have done the same too in this industry, whether radio, whether TV, music, whether anything that I've ever done through my foundation at schools. I've just always been that person that follows his name and does umsebenzi kaNkulunkulu. Anybody else that says otherwise, it's okay. I forgive them too. And I'll never ke thuse bana ba lona so that I can expect something from them. No. Ngiyatseba ukhetha shelete yakhe ngiyazazi ukuzenzela imali yami uNkulunkulu ungibusisile noma ngenza ama mistake ngihlala ngikhuluma ngawo in public. I always come back. I'm always blessed. Like I always flow in a sea of abundance in anything that I do. So even though it can be difficult for a short period of time or whatever, I know that I always come through. I always come out as a survivor, because I am a survivor. And I want you guys to be like that as well. And when you do get people who criticize you as well, who doubt you as well, who accuse you as well of unfounded crimes, of things that you didn't know, sometimes don't get mad at people. Understand how people are and also understand where people are coming from. With that being said, thank you very much. I love you guys very much. I will see you on your next video. And I'm not mad at you. I forgive you, continue to love you, and continue to support Usisbulelo by streaming her music to make sure that her family continues to benefit from all of the great hard work that she did. And that's what I love about music. All the great work that she did will continue to benefit her family. May God bless all of you guys and anybody that gets into this industry as well. Let's take all of this noise as a teachable lesson so we all get to do better.
Let's take this noise and treat it as a teachable lesson, says Sbu, DJ Sbu. I agree with that. So, with that said, a teachable lesson from what Sbu did in his response in his own channel, on his own platform, is that he made sure that it was branded so that the screenshots that we're going to take are going to have Mofire in full visibility. It's going to have his DJ Sbu logo as well. It's going to have him, the Hustler's Corner as well. Everything was perfectly placed and strategically placed as a marketer. His product placement was bang on. So shout out to Sbu for that. We see you. And we honor you. We honor you. And again, he shouted out what I've also been saying in some of my previous videos and comments, that by playing and talking about Zahara, we are keeping her music front and center, and that the streaming revenue is going to go to her family. So don't stop playing Ubulelo's music because she has passed on. Instead, celebrate her, continue to celebrate her, and we'll also continue to do the same. So with that said, that's it from us today. Sbu, is he the villain or not? Comment down below. Does what he say make sense to you? Now we want to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. This is Mzansi Unfiltered, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And that's it from us. Have a great day.